How close was that? First you had Amar chasing you all day, and then out of nowhere, David Coimbra, super dramatic finish. What were you guys thinking out back? Was your heart through your chest?
Okay, it's two things. Number one, David is one of my absolute favorite people, like on this planet, and I spoke on him numerous times. He's one of the few 93s that is absolutely excellent, of course, equipped and raw. He can pull anything. Like I've never seen him put anything on the bar. If his mind's made up, he can pull it. So for me, I'm always torn, especially when people that I view as my friends when I'm competing against them. So when he was up pulling, to be honest, I really wasn't thinking about him getting the win or anything. I was just thinking about, hey, that's my friend. I want him to get it. This is the funny thing. In my head, I was like, oh shit, he's about to pull for the win. 777, something like that. That's the same weight that I lost to Ashton with at Raw Nationals. So in my head, I was like, oh no, not again. It's the curse of the 777. So it comes up, I'm like, oh man. And I told him in the back, it's like, if it breaks the floor, he's gonna stand up with it. And I'll be danged, he stood up with it, and I guess I had a little bit of hitch. In my head, I was like, dude, he got the dub. So I was preparing my head to go and tell him, hey, congratulations, champ, because he earned it by far. So when it, I guess, turned out that, you know, they didn't give it to him, I was like, I was as surprised as he was. Then when they did the summer replay, which whoever does that, whoever's idea was to do the summer replay, that's prime. When I saw it, I was like, okay, now I see what the judges see. But, I mean, you really, honestly, in this game, you really can't, you can't think anything other than like, hey, man, if he pulls it, obviously he deserves it. You know what I mean? And, you know, if he doesn't get it, then he doesn't get it. But if you're going to be beat by anybody, that's how you want to lose to someone, you know? And if you're going to win, well, I had to go 9 for 9, man. I've never gone 9 for 9 in my life. So, you know.
Coming into this, there were some rumors that you might not be 100%.
Yeah.
Clearly, your nomination total dropped 20 kilo,
Yeah.
and it kind of opened up the door for some of these other challengers.
Yeah.
What is the truth now that we know? The rumors were confirmed?
Oh, yeah, I've been in pain for, oh, Lord. Honestly, since before the Arnold. So, you know, just kind of battling injury. And you know how it is, like, the longer you do this, the more it kind of accumulates, and you start getting beat up. So, between coaches and just trying to rehab and just, you know, get back to 100%, that's the challenge right there. It's just getting back to 100%. And you can put up anything in the gym. We put up crazy numbers in the gym. I'll be honest, man to man. We put up stupid numbers in the gym. But if it doesn't translate to the platform, it's pointless. Everybody's a freaking gym giant. You know what I mean? But if it doesn't happen here, then it's pointless. So, I mean, I guess in confirmed rumors, I didn't even think people even cared, to be honest with you. I'm hurting, you know, when you're hurting, you know, and so it was even to the point that I was trying to eat up a little bit, like, let me try to get above 220 at least. Let me get around 100 kilo at least, so I can maybe my body won't take such a toll from the heavier weight. Nah, just everything we tried, it seems like, you know, we're hitting a wall with it all. So we have a few more things that we gotta tweak a little bit, but for the most part, I mean, you know, it is what it is.
It kind of leads me into my last question now. 40 years old, master territory. You got 2 world championships. Yeah. Are we seeing the twilight or the beginning of a dynasty, and you want to make a run for it?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, man to man. I told my pops, I've told a few friends, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it in a manner that's gonna be respectful to the sport, to the process. I can't just be going out there just like throwing up anything. You know what I mean? So if I'm able to compete at a high level, doesn't matter how old you are, I'm just keep rolling. David Ricks is a prime example of that. You know, Anthony Harris, prime example of that. If you can put up the numbers, open numbers, then by all means go and compete. You know, but at the same time, you don't want to stay and stick around and just kind of hang on to something that's not there. So I mean, I got my first invite to the Masters team, and low key, I was like, maybe I should just take it. And I slept on it, woke up the next day, and I had an invite for the Open team. I'm like, oh well, guess I'll take the Open. So to have the option, I guess I could say, to have the option, I think is the best part. But I would like to, you know, some people want to just go to you can't go anymore. Me personally, I would like to kind of Barry Sanders it. You know what I mean? Quit while you're on top. You know what I mean? And because at the same time, you can only stick around for so long, and either you look like you're becoming greedy, or you're just taking someone else's spot. There's a lot of people out there well deserving to be in the spot. I can Ashton. There's a ton of guys in the U.S. that could easily come in here and murdered. But I mean, if fate would have it, I'm here. You know what I mean? So
I think there's a lot of masters. I hope that you stay in the open. Congratulations,
thank
LS.
you, my man. Always
Very dramatic fashion.
Hey,
it's 2. It's a streak.